Hello everyone, welcome back to the another session in 3G 4G wireless communication systems. So in previous video we have discussed about how to create the MIMO system model with the help of the mathematical equations where we have arrived at the final equation, that is y equal to hx plus 1. So where y represents the received vector, h represents the complex coefficient of the channel matrix, then x represents the transmitted symbol vectors, and n represents additive white Gaussian noise. Okay, so this is the continuation of the previous video, we can say, where we will be discussing about the modified versions of MIMO, that is multiple input multiple output system. So the things which we are going to discuss today are CMO, that is single input multiple output system, then a MISO, that is multiple input single output system, then at the end we will be discussing about CISO as well, which stands for single input and single output. So we'll be discussing like what is the meaning of this one and how we can create a mathematical model for this one. So before that, if you are new to the channel, please hit the like button, and if you found the content useful, then make sure that you subscribe the channel to get the future updates as well. Alright, so with that said, let's start the today's session. Alright guys, so I will start with the CMO first. So this is termed as single input multiple output CMO system. So as the name suggests, it is abbreviated like CMO, where T equal to 1 means single transmitting antenna and multiple receive antennas. So it is also called as a receive diversity. Alright, so I will just make it simple by explaining in terms of the diagrams as well. So single input multiple output. So generally if it is a MIMO system, then we will be having something like this. So this is the MIMO system where multiple antennas will be there at the transmitter and multiple receiving antennas will be there. But if I convert this the same thing to the CMO here, that is single input and multiple output, I will be having something like this. So if this is the transmitter side, let us say TX, then I will be having a single transmitter like this, and at the receiver I will be having multiple receivers. So I will be having multiple antennas. So like this we will be having antenna 1, antenna 2, antenna up to R antennas, and this is the transmitting antennas. Only one transmitting antenna will be there. So this will be transmitting to all the receiving antennas here. So this is the receiver side. Okay, so that's why it is called as receive diversity, because we will be having more number of paths or more number of signal components at the receiver, not at the transmitter. So if you have got more number of signals or more number of paths at the transmitter, then it can be called as transmit diversity. But in this case there are multiple signals at the receiver, so that's why we'll be calling it as receiver diversity. Okay, so this is the simple meaning of single input multiple output. Single input will be there, so this is the input, and multiple output will be there, right? So how I can write the equation for this one? So from previous video we have got this equation, like capital Y will be equal to capital Hx plus N. So this we have already discussed, and if you don't know about this one, then you can check the playlist where we will be finding the video on MIMO, where you can clarify your doubts as well. Alright, so with that, I will be having the multiple receiving antennas, means I'm having multiple receive antennas, means I will be having multiple signals here. That is multiple received signals. I can represent them with the help of these equations y1, y2 up to yr, because I am having r number of receiver signals. So I will be having a vector of r components here. So that's why I have written here y1, y2 up to yr, that is the received component, which will be equal to transmitted signal. So I have only one transmitted signal because only one transmitter is there. So transmitted signal which will be multiplied with the channel coefficient. So if it is a relay feeding channel, and normally all the channels are relay feeding channels only, so it will be having channel matrix in terms of channel coefficient, that is h1 h2 up to hr. Okay, so as this is having a single path here, so that's why a single column matrix will be there, and if it is having multiple paths, then it can be a r cross t and channel coefficient or channel coefficient matrix, as mentioned in the previous videos. And then as usual we will be having additive white Gaussian noise, which will be added to the signal while the signal is transmitting through the environment. So like this I will be writing. So received signal into received signal will be equal to transmitted signal plus noise. So the transmit composite transmitted signal, and this is the composite noise, right? All right, so this is all about CMO. Then I will next move to the next set here. So that is called as MISO. So multiple input, single output system. So I will just tell you what is meant by this one now. So this is termed as multiple input, single output system model or transmit diversity system. So here only one receiver will be there, but transmitting antennas will be multiple. The system can be modeled as. So this is quite opposite case of CMO where we have got only one transmit antennas, but in this case we will be having only one receive antenna. So that's why I have written here R equal to 1. So the scenario will be something like this. Here I will be having multiple transmitting antennas. So like this, if this is a transmitter, then I will be having multiple transmit antennas, and at the receiver. So this is the receiver. I will be having a single receive antenna. So all those antennas will be sending the signal to this single receiver here. So this is R equal to 1. That means there are multiple signal components at the transmitter, so that's why I can call it as transmit diversity, so as explained previously, right? So CMO and MISO are quite opposite to each other, so the equation is something similar. So I will be having Y here. So in this I have Y1, Y2, YR because multiple received components will be there. So here I will be receiving only one component at the receiver, so that's why I have only one component Y. And then H1, H2, HT. So this H1 stands for the channel coefficient for first symbol. H1 into X1 will be multiplied and transmitted. So that's why I will be having a row vector which corresponds to the T transmit symbols of the transmitter. Then I will be having a common noise here, so the noise matrix as well. Right. So this is all about MISO. Then I will move to the next set of models here, that is CISO, right? So CISO stands for single input and single output. So this is the combination of single CMO and MISO. Here, as the name suggests, it will be having single transmitter and single receiver. Okay, so the diagram if I draw for this one, it will be very simple. It will be single transmitter and I will be having single receiver. Transmitter and receiver, only one path will be there and one signal will be sent. Okay, so R will be equal to 1 here, T will be equal to 1 and R will be equal to 1, right? So this equation will be very simple. I will be having a received component Y and it will be multiplied with only one channel coefficient H, and a noise will be added as well, that is additive white Gaussian noise, right? So this is the super simple structure of CISO. Now I will create the mathematical model for that one as well. So as observed in the relay fading channel, the covariance matrix of the noise Rn of the noise vector In defined as. So this is the end for CISO, guys. Now I will create the normal, I mean general mathematical model for MISO. So if you are asked only CMO, MISO and CISO mathematical models, then you can write only these things, this one and this one. Up to this point if you write, then it is more than enough, and it will be asked generally for short notes in almost all colleges, right? So this is the overall derivation which we can work. Just I will just explain quickly now. So the covariance matrix, that is the covariance matrix for the received noise vector, the additive white Gaussian noise I'm talking about. So it will be energy of this one, so n into n Hermitian. So this is a noise matrix n1 n2 up to nl components, and Hermitian means I will be taking the complex or the inverse of that one, so I will be denoting with star here. Okay, so when these things are multiplied, I will be having something like this. So expectation of n1 into n1. So when I take magnitude of this one, then star symbol can be removed because it will be converted to minus n1. So n1 into n1 square. So n1 square I will be getting n1 into n1, and for this one I will be writing as it is n1 into n2 star up to nl star. So similarly for the last line I can write n1 nl star up to nl into nl. So I will be getting nl star. So we'll be having the squared elements across the diagonal here. So that is the basic idea behind this one. So that means the corresponding, so the meaning of this one is I is equal to j. So this is the transmitter side and this is the receiver side. This will be having correlation and other things like if it is, there will be no correlation between I and j plus 1. There will be no correlation between I and j minus 1. So only correlation exists between the same. If I is equal to j is equal to 1, then first transmit antenna and receive antenna will be sharing a covariance, so that it will be easy for me to receive the signal at the receiver. So that's why we will be generating these type of mathematical models as well. So I will represent the covariance of this one with the help of this notation here. I can use anything, but here we'll be using sigma n square, and this I can write in terms of the identity matrix. So sigma n square, when we are multiplied with the diagonal identity matrix, I'll be getting something like this. So this is the I mean the simplification which I can do. Okay guys, so once I have find out the noise covariance matrix, that is Rn, then it's time to write the overall channel, I mean the system model for the MIMO system here. So finally, to denote the transmitter and reception across different time instants, we'll be adding a time instant or a variable called K. So I want to indicate the time. So at what time I'm transmitting and at what time I will be receiving the signal. So I'll be using a single the variable called k here. So this will indicate the time instant at which the signal has been transmitted. So I1 of k, y2 of k, up to yr of k I will be having at the transmitter. So this is the channel coefficient. It will remain as it is, as it is a constant quantity. It will be not multiplied with any variable k. So that's why I have not included anything here. And then I will be having at the receiver, I will be having x1 of k, x2 of k, and x3 of k, the same thing at the transmitter and receiver. Then the noise will be having the time instant as well. So for first time instant, n1 of k was the noise, and for second time instant, n2 of k was the noise. So like this I can differentiate at the receiver. So that's why all those things I have mentioned here. So this is the complete mathematical model for MIMO in terms of the y equal to hx plus n form. All right, so I have made some simple assumptions here, so that also I will discuss so that you can get an idea here. So what are the assumptions which I have made while deriving the equation for this one? So the channel matrix H is a constant, or we can say not dependent on the instant case. So we have assumed that channel coefficient matrix is constant and it is not depending anywhere or any time on the time instant case, so which is not true in our general case. So that's why this is not I mean, this it will be not true practically. So this is to just understand in terms of theory. Alright, so next thing what we have assumed is also that any two noise samples across two different time instants are uncorrelated. So just now I have explained this one. So I stands to j, then we will be having correlation between only I and j, and I will not be having any correlation between I and j plus 1. Then that means the signals which are in the same time constant will be sharing the correlation, and the signals which are on the different time instance will not share any correlation. But that is also not practically true. Sometimes they may share the correlation, so at that time we may get the problems at the receiver, right? So avoid those things. We will be developing system with different models here, like MIMO zero forcing receiver, MMSC receiver, VBlast, rake receiver. All those things we'll be covering in upcoming videos, right? So with that said, I will just stop the video here, so that if you like the video, please like, hit the like button, and if you have not still subscribed the channel, do subscribe, because we'll be uploading these type of interesting content continuously. So thank you guys, thanks for watching, see you in the next one.